Have you ever had a dream so big and shiny it felt more real than your actual life? Well, that's exactly how it is for a girl named Sophie. She's a teenager with eyes full of stars, but her feet are stuck in a rather ordinary working-class world. Life for Sophie isn't about fancy holidays or big houses. It's about the clatter of dishes and the smell of steam from the laundry. Her family doesn't have much money, and it seems like everyone around her has accepted that this is just the way things are. But not Sophie. Oh no, she has plans. She talks about opening a beautiful boutique, the most amazing one in the whole city. Or maybe she'll be an actress, with everyone knowing her name. Or perhaps a fashion designer. Her dreams change like the clouds in the sky, each one more wonderful than the last. Sophie's best friend is a girl named Jansie. Now, Jansie is a lovely friend, but she is as practical as a pair of school shoes. When Sophie shares her fantastic plans, Jansie is the one who brings her back down to earth with a gentle thud. A boutique? Soph, that costs a lot of money, she might say, her voice full of worry. Jansie knows their reality all too well. They were both earmarked for the biscuit factory, meaning their future was already decided for them, a life of dull, hard work. Jansie accepts this because she believes it's sensible. She tries to make Sophie see it too, not to be mean, but to protect her from getting hurt. She doesn't want to see her best friend's heart broken when these grand dreams don't come true. But Sophie just can't help herself. It's like there's a little motor inside her, always whirring with new ideas and wonderful stories. She sees her family's small, crowded house not as a home, but as a cage she needs to escape from. Her father is a man tired from a long day of physical labour. Her mother's shoulders are stooped from household chores. This isn't the life she wants. So, she builds a different one inside her head. In her mind, she's not just a schoolgirl with a limited future. She is someone special, destined for greatness. Her dreams are her secret garden, a colourful, vibrant place she runs to when the grey reality of her life becomes too much to bear. This gap between Sophie's dreams and her reality is the heart of her story. It's a classic tale of wanting more than what you've been given. While Jansie sees the world for what it is, Sophie sees it for what it could be. She isn't just being silly. She's trying to find a way to cope. Her fantasies are not just lies, they are a shield. They protect her from the crushing feeling that her life will be small and unimportant. She imagines a future where she is admired and successful, a world away from the steam-filled kitchen and the noisy pub. Her big dreams are her way of shouting to the world, I am here and I am going to be somebody. Every dreamer needs a hero, and Sophie's hero is the most dazzling one she can think of. Danny Casey. He's a young, brilliant footballer, an Irish prodigy who plays for the local team, United. To Sophie, Danny isn't just a sportsman, he is a symbol of everything she desires. He is talented, adored by thousands, and he has escaped the ordinary. He is a living, breathing success story, proof that someone can break free from a humble background and achieve greatness. So, what does a girl with a vivid imagination do? She doesn't just admire him from afar, she creates a story, a wonderful secret story where she and Danny Casey have actually met. It's the most exciting fantasy she has ever had. She shares this incredible secret with her older brother, Jeff. Jeff is very different from Sophie. He is quiet and reserved, a young apprentice mechanic who spends his time tinkering with his motorcycle in the garage. To Sophie, Jeff's world seems mysterious and important. He has friends she doesn't know, and he goes to places she's never been. She longs for his approval and wants to be part of his grown-up life. So she tells him her biggest secret. I met Danny Casey. She describes the meeting in a shopping arcade, painting a picture so detailed and believable that for a moment, even she seems to get lost in it. She hopes this will impress him. that it will make him see her as more than just his little sister. Jeff's reaction, however, is not what Sophie hopes for. He is skeptical, his face a mixture of disbelief and amusement. "It's not true," he says, almost immediately. He knows his sister and her wild imagination, but a part of him, a very small part, seems to want to believe her. The idea is so exciting, so out of the ordinary. When Sophie insists, adding more and more details to her story, he listens, caught between doubt and a flicker of hope. The story is just too good, too perfect. A chance meeting with a famous footballer? It sounds like something out of a magazine, not something that happens in their dull town. The story eventually trickles out to the rest of the family. When their father comes home, tired and grumpy, he hears the tale and scoffs loudly. He dismisses it as another one of Wilde's stories. He warns her that her fantasies will get her into a load of trouble. Her father is a man grounded in harsh reality. He has no time for such flights of fancy. He sees her dreams not as a sign of ambition, but as a dangerous distraction from the real world. His reaction shows the deep divide in the family: Sophie, who lives for her dreams, and her father, who has long since given up on his. The family's response only makes Sophie cling to her fantasy even tighter. The most magical part of Sophie's story about Danny Casey is that it doesn't end with their first meeting. Oh no, that would be far too simple for Sophie. She adds a thrilling sequel. Danny Casey asked her out on a date. This is the part that makes the fantasy feel incredibly real to her. She tells Jeff that Danny promised to meet her. The idea of it makes her heart beat fast. This isn't just a dream anymore, it's a plan, an appointment. By giving her fantasy a specific time and place, Sophie tries to pull it out of her head and into the real world. It's a brave and foolish thing to do, but for Sophie, it's everything. So, on the appointed evening, she walks to her special place. It's a secluded spot by the canal, a place she often went to as a child. This setting is so important. It's a quiet, lonely place, far away from the noise of her home and the biscuit factory. It's a place that sits between the town and the countryside, a place of transition. Here, sitting on a wooden bench under a solitary tree, Sophie waits for her dream to walk towards her. The setting sun casts long shadows, and the world grows quiet. She imagines him coming, picturing every detail of his arrival. The anticipation is a powerful feeling, almost as good as the real thing. As she sits there, her mind is a whirlwind of thoughts. She is both the creator of this fantasy and its most devoted audience. She pictures the scene, imagines the thrill of her family's and Jeff's surprise when she proves them all wrong. She would be the girl who actually met and dated Danny Casey. Her status would change forever. She would no longer be just Sophie, the dreamer. She would be Sophie, the girl who made her dreams come true. In her mind, this one event has the power to change her entire life, to lift her out of her ordinary existence and place her among the stars. The waiting is filled with a delicious, hopeful excitement. But as time ticks by and the sky grows darker, the excitement begins to curdle into a sad, heavy feeling. The canal, which seemed so romantic just moments ago, now looks bleak. The silence is no longer peaceful, it is empty. There is no sign of Danny Casey. Of course there isn't. He was never going to come because he was never asked. The date was only real. Alone on the bench, waiting for the ghost, a hero who is self-imposed. The weight of this truth is a heavy burden for a young girl to carry. The walk home is a long and lonely one for Sophie. The earlier excitement has completely vanished. replaced by a deep sense of sadness and disappointment. The fantasy has collapsed, and the harsh reality she so desperately tries to escape has come crashing back in. She now has to face the fact that she will go home not as a girl with a wonderful secret, but as the girl who was stood up by an imaginary date. She has to face Jeff's knowing look and the potential mockery. The failure of her dream is a private, painful sting. This moment by the canal marks a difficult part of growing up. The point where you learn that wishing for something, no matter how badly, doesn't make it happen. Back at home, the world is exactly as she left it. The sounds and smells of her ordinary life are all still there. The story ends with Sophie back where she started, at a United football match with her father and brothers. She watches Danny Casey on the field, a tiny, distant figure, just like all the other fans. He is no longer her personal hero, her secret date. He is a celebrity, a star on a field, completely unaware of her existence. He belongs to the crowd now, not to her. Seeing him this way, so far away and unattainable, is the final crushing confirmation that her dream was just that, a dream. It is a moment of pure, heartbreaking reality. So, what does this all teach us? The story of Sophie is a powerful reminder of the clash between dreams and reality, a struggle that is a huge part of being a teenager. Sophie's dreams are her escape from the socio-economic limits she's born into. She doesn't want to work in a factory and live a small life, she wants glamour and excitement. Her fantasies are a way of coping with a future that feels bleak and predetermined. While her friend Jansie represents the sensible path of accepting one's lot, Sophie represents the very human need to hope for something more, something better. It shows how difficult it is to grow up when you feel trapped by your circumstances. In the end, the story doesn't say that dreaming is bad. Sophie's dreams are what make her who she is. They are colourful and full of life. They are her spirit's rebellion against a grey world. However, the story gently suggests that dreams need to be balanced with a little bit of reality. It's wonderful to have big aspirations, but it's also important to have a foothold in the real world so you don't get lost in disappointment. Sophie's tale is a beautiful, empathetic look at the hopes and heartaches of adolescence. It tells us that while it's important to reach for the stars, it's also okay to find beauty and strength in the world right under our feet.